The Crunch wrap up their week here tonight in Binghamton against the Binghamton Devils. Crunch are looking for their first win of the week. They've lost their first two games, both against North Division opponents. Wednesday night in Utica against the Utica Comets, a 4-1 loss to the Crunch. Last night back in Syracuse, the Laval Rocket handed the Crunch a 4-2 defeat. Tonight is the first matchup of the season in Binghamton between the Crunch and the Devils. It is matchup number 2 overall out of 10 in the regular season. They played the first time in Syracuse at the start of November. We'll get to that game in a little bit, but the Crunch looking to rebound from these two straight losses. Last night they played pretty well, outshot the Laval Rocket 28-16, but came up short in a 4-2 loss, and now they look to get some positives out of that and head into tonight's matchup with the Devils.
I think our offensive execution wasn't there. We had chances, but we didn't execute well enough, and it's something we got to do better. Obviously, we took some bad goals, and I want to believe that those games balance out at the end of the year, but it's a tough one. It's a tough one against a division rival. So we got to do like we do all the time. Like we got to turn the page and look forward to tonight's game.
In last night's game, Crunch forward Daniel Walcott dressed for his 200th career AHL game. Now tonight it is his 200th as a member of the Crunch. Played one game at the start of his career with the Hartford Wolfpack, but 200 Crunch games tonight is a meaningful one for Daniel Walcott.
Well, I say it all the time. This is a place I want to be. I love playing here, and I feel like 200 games. I didn't play last year, so I saved a lot of games there, but I feel like it's flown by, really. Since my first year, I still remember like it was last year, feels like. But yeah, it's been a good time, and it's going to be an exciting game tonight.
So tonight it's the Crunch and the Binghamton Devils here from Floyd Elmain's Veterans Memorial Arena. It is the second matchup of 10 between the teams here in the regular season. Crunch won the first one of the second game of the month of November. That came back at the War Memorial Arena, a 3-2 win for the Crunch. Syracuse scored 3 goals on 4 shots in the first period against newly acquired Louis Domingue, who was making his Devils debut in Syracuse on November 2nd. Crunch have had some great success against the Binghamton Devils since the 2017-18 season. The Crunch in that span 17-3-0-1, so they hope that trend continues here tonight against the Devils. If you can't join us tonight from the Floyd Elmain's Veterans Memorial Arena, you can catch all the action on ESPN Radio and AHL TV. Countdown to Crunch time gets underway at 6:50. The puck drop is at 7:05 as the Crunch and the Devils play for the second time this season tonight in Binghamton.